Hello everybody, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the E3 version of the Letter from the Producer Live Final Fantasy XIV. I'm Matt Hilton, I'll be hosting today. You may know me as Bayon on the forums. We have with us a man who needs no introduction. This is the producer and director, Yoshida.
皆さんこんにちは。特に日本の皆さんはね、すごい朝早いと思うんですけど、おはようございます。
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming today. I want to say thanks to all of the Japanese fans out there in Japan who have stayed up really, really early in the morning to watch this.
すっごい緊張するね、これ。すっごい人。
There's a lot of people outside this window looking at us. This is pretty stressful.
And then, of course, with him we have Michael Christopher Koji Fox from the localization team.
Hi. For those of you who don't know me by my real name, I'm also Fern Halls on the forums.
Right.
あれです。アメリカの方の開発者ブログをね、書いている、
Yeah, I'm also doing the developers blog, the English developers blog. That's me.
So you guys are ready? You guys good? I don't want to spend too much time talking. I know people are excited to see what we have to say, so let's jump right into it. No time for talking anymore. Let's get right into it. Scholar is on everybody's mind. So let's start off. The biggest question we have, of course, what class does the scholar come from?
では、学者はどのクラスから？
破術師。
Arcanist. It's confirmed.
Arcanist.
みんな分かってるよね。
Everybody already knew that, right?
I think there was a lot of people who kind of thought that because it looked kind of similar, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, now there you have it, confirmed. So wait, I'm kind of confused though. We already have the summoner comes from the Arcanist. So does that mean, wait, how does that work?
破術師からやっぱもうすでに、召喚師は来るっていうのを発表はしてるんですけど、同じクラスから学者は来るっていうことなんですか？
ファイナルファンタジー14初になりますけど、以前かなり前のライブでもお話ししている通り、クラスをたくさん増やしてクラスとジョブが1対1になるんじゃなくて、一つのクラスから複数のジョブへ派生するものがいずれ登場しますよってお話ししたと思うんですけど、それの一番最初に当たるのが学者と召喚師だと思ってもらえればいいです。だからベースはどっちもクラスは破術になります。
Okay. Yeah, we mentioned before at an earlier Producer Letter Live that our plan for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, was that we didn't want to have it be one job per class. We wanted to have classes that branched off into multiple jobs. And this just happens to be the first one. Arcanist will branch off into both Summoner and Scholar.
Oh, okay, so that means it was the plan all along, and in the future we might be seeing that as well, you know, maybe with some other classes kind of branching a different way, or...
他のクラスでもどんどんこうジョブを複数に
今後例えば柔術師をじゃあね絶対クラスで入れないかっていうとそんなことないですけど、複数のジョブに割れていくものの方が多くなると思ってもらった方がいいです。
Yeah, I think players can come to believe that in the future we'll have a lot more classes branching off into multiple jobs, and it won't just be one-to-one.
I see. That's cool. That's pretty. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of speculation now in the forums. Okay, this guy's gonna go here, right? It's gotta be this
じゃあ
one.
このクラスは次にどのジョブに行くのか、これからどん
I'm
どんこう
expecting that.
ま
when I
あ
go
そうですね。
back.
例えばですけど、皆さんほら忍者が欲しいとか侍が欲しいとか言ってるじゃないですか。だそれはそもそもクラスなのかジョブなのかとかいろいろまあ予想をしてもらえればいいんじゃないかな。
I mean, we know that a lot of players out there want classes or jobs like ninja and samurai. And so whether that's going to be you too, Matt?
Yep.
Yeah. Whether that's going to be a starting class or whether the ninja and samurai will be a job from a different class or whether they even appear at all, we don't know. Start speculating.
Great. Now I can't wait to go back to the forums and there's just like 50 pages.
Ninja confirmed. Ninja confirmed.
That's what they said. I heard them say samurai. Okay, so we know that Arcanist has a pet. We know that Summoner also has a pet. So Scholar is the okay. Does that mean?
じゃあ破術師はやはりペットがカーバンクルがいる。あとはまあ召喚師はやっぱり召喚獣王ペットがあって、じゃあそうですね。There's a
これね。はい。
So there's our Arcanist.
続けて。
Arcanist. So Arcanist has their pet, カーバンコ。
カーバンクル使うね。はい。
で召喚師 the Summoner has their
これね。
Pets.
はい
Oh,
はいはい
there. Now we
はい
got a pic of the summoner with the summoner's pet.
そうこれイフリートそのものではなくてね、イフリートエギっていう。
Okay. This is not Ifrit. This is something we're calling Ifrit Eggy.
Ifrit Eggy.
Eggy.
Eggy sounds really familiar.
Eggy はどっかで聞いたことあるような。
ね、ファイナルファンタジー詳しい人だとね、12にそんな設定があったかなみたいなね。
So players that are familiar with the series and Final Fantasy XII might remember the word Eggy from that game.
I do remember that.
まあもちろんね、これイフリートエギって言ってるってことはね、他のエギもいるのってね。
So yeah, if we're calling this Ifrit Eggy, does that mean there are more Eggies?
まあそこはね、そりゃガルーダとかね、
Garuda and
ね、タイタンとかね。
Titan and
まあ楽しみにしてください。
and many others.
はい
Oh, really? Okay.
はい。
So now they have the Eggies, and Arcanist has Carbuncle,
じゃあ
so...
ハジツにはカーバンクル、ね召喚師にはエギがいて、じゃあ学者もペットあるのですか？
まあ一つのねクラスから2つのジョブへって言ってて、まあベースのクラスがそもそもカーバンクルを使うペットユーザーなので、で召喚師はさらにそれがエギになって召喚獣をベースにしたそのこれ言うとまたネタバレなんでもうちょい引っ張るけどまあ召喚獣らしきものを使うわけでしょ。そしたら当然こうね、ここ見えますかねこれ。
Whoa.
All right, so again, like from one class, the original class, the Arcanist is, a pet class with Carbuncle, and of course, the Summoner pet class as well. And so one would expect that, yes, the Scholar would also have a pet. Can you see this picture?
フェアリーですねこれね。
Looks like a fairy.
Yes, it
はい
does.
まあ吉田明彦とフェアリーというとね、フライングフェアリーね、
Oh,
ゲ
yeah.
ームデフォルトってゲームがありましたけど、
Akihiko Yoshida, our main art director, also worked on a game Square Enix released, Bravely Default Flying Fairy. So we know that he's great at drawing fairies. So we got him to draw this fairy.
だからまあもちろん学者自身もいろんなものを、スキルやねスペル使いますけど、フェアリーとタッグを組んで、はい、戦っていったりプレイヤーを回復したり、かなりヒーラーに近い、スペルを持ってたりしますね。
And so, yes, of course, the Scholar will have their own spells and their own skills that are unique to the job. But on top of that, with using this fairy to help heal party members. So
Oh,
yes,
really?
it will be a type of healing role.
Huh, okay. So we may remember if you watched the Producer Letter Live number 7, which I'm sure everybody did, that we did talk about having another healing, role that would help out. So is this what we can expect then? Is this the
7
other?
つ目のプロデューサーレターライブで、
はい
もう一人ヒーラーは欲しいねっていう話をしてたので、これがその、答えになるんでしょうか。
そうですね。シロマがケアルやまあ直接的にプレイヤーを大きく回復させるヒーラークラスに対して、まあヒーラージョブに対して、学者はいわゆるリジェネレーションで回復していくバフを使ったり、まあもちろんケアルも使えるんですけど、要はちょっと常にこう回復させるバフがかかっている状態で本人はペットを使いながら戦いつつ味方にこうヒールを配って全体をこう回復させながら戦うみたいな、ちょっとそうはなので白馬とはまた役割の違うヒーラークラスで、もちろんインスタンスダンジョン行く時に十分ヒーラーとして戦えるような調整はしてあるので、まあ多分使い方によって攻守を結構切り替えられるジョブになると思うので楽しみにしててください。
Okay, so while white mages, that job is going to be focused on those big heals, like the cure spells,
Yeah,
that will
right.
be healing individual characters and getting that big the big heals
Big
and get
amount
that
of heals,
big amounts
yeah.
of HP healed at once. The Scholar is going to be more focused on healing all of the party members over time. So like regen type of spells it's what is going to be main.
Wow.
And so while using the fairy to help fight, the Scholar himself or herself will be making sure that the party is constantly healing. And so in instance dungeons, the Scholar will have a different role, but it'll be that healing role, and it will be as useful as a white mage.
Huh, interesting. So I think we've talked about in the past that the Arcanists, they have different types of carbuncles that are available to them. So is that something that was similar that will carry over between all, not only Summoner but also the Scholar as well?
じゃあ、破術師にはいろんなカーバングルがいて、
はいはい
召喚師にはいろんな、絵技がいるってことなんですけど、今回は学者は、一人のフェリーなのか複数のフェリーがいるのでしょうか？
結構これ実はジョブクエストに絡んできてるので、この子というかこのフェアリーなので、複数のフェアリーを使い分けるんじゃなくて、この子がちょっとモードが変わるというか、スタンスがスイッチするみたいな、見た目も変わるんですけど、フェアリーは、1人の学者につき1人なんですけど、呼び出し方によってタイプが変わる、モードが変わるっていう感じです。
Okay, because this fairy will have a major role in a lot of the job quests, there's actually only one fairy. However, the fairy, depending on what type of thing you're doing, what type of content you're playing, the fairy's mode will change. So it'll be the same fairy, but the mode will change and you'll get different types within that same. So it's one fairy, but it'll have different modes, depending on the type of battle. And the appearance of the fairy will change as well, based on the mode.
That's really cool. Now we can see what kind of speculation players will have, like, oh man, what's it going to look like when you're doing this? What's it going to look like when you're doing that? That's really cool. And so I know, going back to Summoner real quick, I know you mentioned that, we might see Titan and those things. Does that mean that those different pets or those different eggies will have different, things associated with them individually as well? So like, maybe one is the tanking, or is that how it works for Summoner?
じゃあ召喚師に関してはやっぱいろんな絵技がいるんですけど、その絵技によってやっぱロールが変わるってこと。例えばこのタンク的な絵技なのか、アタッカー的な絵技。
タイタンの見た目でね、タイタンみたいな見た目してるやん。
You look like Titan?
I don't think I'm that buff, but I got the shape, I guess.
Shape of Titan?
Shape? タイタンがさ、すごい勢いでね、魔法唱えてたらやっぱりイメージと違うと思うんだよ。でもやっぱタイタンはタンクタイプの絵技になるし、で、イフリートって両方かな、ガルーダってスペルベースなのかな、まあいろいろ多分イメージ通りになるんじゃないかなと。
Yeah, there will be different roles for different eggies because I mean you look at it, who thinks when Titan comes out, you want to see Titan there casting a healing spell, a cure spell?
Or,
No, Titan defense. So yes, you think of Titan as a tank. You look at Ifrit. Ifrit could probably be a tank or an attacker. You look at Garuda, she's going to be a spellcaster probably. So it's yes, each of the eggies will have their own role.
That's awesome. I think players are going to be really happy to hear that. They've been looking forward to a lot of details for Summoner too. That's really cool. So, I mean, that pretty much covers Scholar. I think that we've given just enough information now where people are going to start getting crazy.
これで十分なのかな？
まあさすがにさ E3 まで来てだよ。こんだけプロデューサー、僕ね日本で怒られて1日目にプロデューサーレターライブやったら、なんという情報のないプロデューサーレターライブって言われて、今日この日のために引っ張ってきたわけですから、さすがにねアメリカまで来てこの日本と変わらないこの紙のポロリかよっていう話なんで、映像をねちょっと用意をしてます。
Okay, yeah, I mean we've come all the way to E3, and yes, on the first day we had that producer letter live, and a little bit of forum bashing about how there wasn't enough information, enough reveals, and so, but we got something for you. We brought a video, in-game footage of Summoner, Arcanist, and Scholar.
Whoa.
まずその動画公開の第1弾だと思ってもらえれば。
So yeah, this is the first time we're going to be releasing it, and this won't be all. There'll be more in the future, but this is the first.
Awesome. So this is the first tease, the first look. All right, let's take a look.
はい。では見ていただきましょうか。どうぞ。 うやってねバトルになっていくのかはこの後またリリースまでにねどんどん情報を出していこうと思いますんで、まずペットクラス3つ揃った状態でスタートしますよというところをね今日見せできればねと。
Okay, so yeah, how these this class and these jobs will work into the battle system and party balance is something that we'll be revealing more of over the next few months. But yes, these three class/jobs will be available at release.
That's awesome. Yeah, players have been really excited, so I'm really happy we could provide you guys with a ton of information. Awesome sneak peek, so I hope you guys are excited. I can't wait to go back to the forums and start seeing all the crazy threads and speculation like, oh, how do you think we get these eggies? How do you think we get these different things? So that'll be really fun. So. Thank you guys. That's really good. I'm really happy. Let's see if we can just jump right into the Q&A. I know you guys love questions and answers, and Yoshida has often been known to talk very freely when it comes time.
巨漢2人にね囲まれてねやめ。
So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. We've already released one class and we've shown 2 jobs, but one of the biggest questions we've already received, and I think we might have already even touched on the answer a little bit, is are there any other classes or jobs that you're considering implementing within the first year of A Realm Reborn launching?
ローンチから1年以内に、実装予定の
なんでいきなり期間切られてんだよっていう。
どのクラスかジョブが1年以内に。
何回やると思いますけどね。
Yeah, we want to have something.
今言っちゃうと本当バトルチームにねいろいろね切れられるんで。
But if we say what that will be, the battle team will kill us. So.
エクスパンション第1本目のエクスパンション出す前には何かやるとは思います。
But I mean, we do want to have something released before that first expansion.
I see. So that would be a good timing, I bet. Okay. Well, there you go. Let's go ahead and move on.
All right.
How long after release should we expect DX11 support for PC?
DX11 のサポートは、ローンチからあとどれぐらい
今ちょうどこの前発表した、PS4 の対応と DirectX11 の対応っていうのをスタートさせているところなので、どっちが先になるかっていうところですけど、それこそ1年以内ぐらいを目標にはしてますけどね。でただDirectX11 と DirectX9 って根本的にもう全然、グラフィックスパイプラインの構造が違うので、2つのクライアントに分けなきゃいけないので実は結構、運営が大変なんでしっかりチェックをしてから出そうと思ってるのでそうは言ってもそんなに遠くはないと思ってもらっていいかなと。
Okay. Well, currently we're working on, again, both the PlayStation 4 version that we announced a few days ago, as well as, the support of DirectX 11. And which we're going to finish first is still, we don't know, but we hope to have both of them finished within the year, or within 1 year.
Okay.
And the biggest challenge that's hitting us right now is that DirectX 9 and DirectX 11 are completely different. The graphics pipeline is completely different, and so having to have operations for both of those is creating challenges. But finding a way to get over those challenges is what we do. So
yeah, I know. Players are really excited for DX11, so I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that we're working on it as hard as we can.
かなりねクオリティ変わりますからね DirectX 11 とね。
Going to DirectX 11 will improve the quality by leaps and bounds.
That's cool. Yeah, I think people are really excited for that. Okay, let's go ahead on. So this is another big one we get all the time. I think I've seen this question on the forums for forever. When can we expect Ishgard to be added and available to the game?
Ishgard はゲーム内にいつ実装されるのでしょうか。
1.0 ちょっとの時の運営を思い出してほしいんですけど、途中からグランドカンパニークエストっていうのが始まってどんどんその第7零祭に向かってのストーリーが走っていったと思うんですけど、あんな形でイシュガルドをまず、フォーカスしたストーリーを、始めようと思っていて、イシュガルドって14すでにプレイしてる人だとお分かりの通り、ドラゴンとの戦いでエオルゼ側には完全に門を閉ざしてる状態じゃないですか。混乱を、外側からサポートするような話を展開していってエクスパンションでついにイシュガルドの門がね開いたみたいな感じがいいかなっていう早く計画を出せって言われてるんで、はい。
So for those of you that were legacy players.
14の間から何年門閉まったままなんだよって話なんで、ちゃんとやっていきたいなとは思ってます。
I mean, and not just have, you know, the quest be about talking about Ishgard, but getting players to really learn about Ishgard, learn about its people, and, you know, and work with them to learn about its story. And we know that players that have been in since the beginning have seen those gates closed and Ishgard off in the background and have been wanting to get in there. You know, and so getting players prepped for when we do finally open the gates.
I see. Okay.